minimum salary. So that's a huge problem. And then the second problem is the Cavs don't have nobody to trade. Who are they going to trade? Their best asset right now is probably got the smallest contract, which is Shumpert, right? So Shumpert is your best asset to trade right now. You can't trade J.R. Smith. He makes too much money. You can't trade Tristan Thompson. He makes too much money, right? And then you don't want to trade Kyrie Irving because he's too talented. So you don't want to trade him, right? But who else is there to trade on the team? There's nobody else that you want from that team. You know, Kyle Korver maybe. If you looking for like a spot up shooter that don't play defense, sure, you know. But there's nobody else on that team that you really want. So the Cavs are in that situation now, and it's like, hey, we can't improve. We want to, but we really can't. So, you know, it's interesting that LeBron is not going to try to talk Kyrie out of this. And I think that says a lot about LeBron's stance and what he's going to do with the franchise. Because I personally think that LeBron is done with Cleveland. He came and did what he was supposed to do. He said he will win a ring for Cleveland. Cleveland has their ring. I personally look at LeBron opening up the table and taking offers next year from other NBA teams.
All right, well, it's been an interesting week. We only got to like 2 topics, but it was always great getting you on the show. Always great having you on. Once again, this is Tyjun Mack, who has the chat room buzzing right now. Some people agree, a lot of people don't agree. Some people are mixed. So I appreciate you for saying what you said, because that got everybody up in an uproar. But as always, man, appreciate you. Have a good one. Have a good rest of the day, and take care.
All right, you have a great day, man. Enjoy the show. I'm gonna be listening. Hopefully, some other people can comment or whatever. But again, you gotta think. You gotta think about the extreme right now, because that's what Cleveland's gonna do. They're gonna go to the extreme. So, have a good day.
Yeah, and join in on the chat room if you got a second. I don't know if you're out and about, but join in.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna jump on there in a couple seconds.
Okay, cool. Take care.
All right. Bye.
All right. So, everybody that is tuned in, like I've been saying, join in on the chat room. It's very interactive. I'll let you know. I'll shout you out. You will know what we're talking about. And, yeah, jump in. All you got to do is log in, either via Facebook, Twitter, I believe Google+, email, and I'd love to get your thoughts on what we're talking about. So, next up, we're going to be talking with Cellus Hamilton, and he is a hip-hop artist. He is a good dude. He's doing a concert right now as we speak, so this interview is pre-recorded, but it is still a dope interview. Still stay tuned. But what we're going to do, we're going to take a break, and right after that, we're going to the interview with Cellus Hamilton, and we will be right back.
Are you looking for the very best darts and dartboards? Look no further than AtomicDarts.com. They are your one-stop shop for steel tip, soft tip, and today's best dartboards. That's AtomicDarts.com. Family owned and operated. Why shop anyplace else? Whatever you're looking for, chances are we have it. Get name brands like Viper, Fat Cats, and Elka-Dart, all at an everyday affordable price. Act now and get free standard shipping on all orders of $50 or more. U.S. only. That's AtomicDarts.com, helping you nuke the competition.
Today's show was sponsored by Shawn Nataneti, Internet Sales Manager at Jerry Durant Toyota. Call or text him at 817-231-3696 or go to his website, GoShawnAuto.com. And we are back in the BS3 Sports Show. We got another special guest on the line here, Cellus Hamilton, hip-hop artist. I've been wanting to get this done, get him on the show for a while now, so great to finally get you on. How's it going?
Man, things is good, man. Honored to be on the show with you right now. Checking in. I'm in Chicago right now for the Legacy Conference, so it's just dope to be able to finally connect with you, man, and chop it up, and just, it's been bound to happen, so I'm grateful to be on, man.
Definitely. And shout out to Greg Finney, call him Grego, part of the X Squad, for passing over the information. And I heard a lot of the music. I'm definitely a fan of it. And it's a great opportunity for us to finally chop it up, like you said. So how did you get started in music?
Man, so I've been doing music for like 16 years now. My mom actually was a big hip hop artist here in Chicago in the 80s, and she used to tour all around and work with a bunch of different people in the industry, man, from Tech Nine to Roxanne Shante, just to a bunch of different people. And as a kid, like I was at that age where I wasn't able to go into the venues and the shows that she was performing at. So I always kind of had an interest in what my mom did and would see her like writing and working on music in the crib and stuff. But I never really was able to come into that world fully. And one time we did a Thanksgiving homeless outreach, family type events where I was actually able to really see her in action. And it was actually crazy because me knowing the songs around the crib and everything, I actually had the opportunity, just because it was a family type atmosphere, she let me come on stage with her. And man, that was one of those things where just being up there, having a mic in my hand, looking out at the crowd, and not only being up there with her, man, it just really like inspired me. And it kind of felt natural for me, and it kind of put that fire in me ever since, man. So that's my story for real.
Man, that's awesome. And I was looking at your Instagram, and you had a post that was talking about the BET Awards. I guess you were there at one of the events, and your mom was on stage with you. Tell me about that experience, being able to be at the BET Awards, and just what that was like.
Yeah, it was dope. So this was my first year actually at the BET Awards. Last year in June, I had the opportunity to perform live on BET, and it was one of those things where I'm always looking for ways to stand out. We in the time where everybody raps, everybody got a home studio at their crib. So it's like I don't even go around telling people I do music anymore. I just kind of try to let my grind and things like that speak. But when the BET opportunity came and I seen the other artists that was going to be on the lineup and things like that, I wanted to differentiate myself. So not only did I come out and bring out like a lot of my homies who I do music with, just to kind of keep the show live and full of energy and keep it going. For the finale, I surprised everybody and brought my mom out on stage, and we traded bars back and forth. And it was kind of crazy because nobody had done that before, and actually had, not on no corny tip, like nobody had did that and actually had a actual mom up there spitting for real. So it was kind of crazy because I was able to meet the CEO of BET and bunch of labels, and people was in there just like, yo, you made history tonight. And it was just dope, man. So I was grateful for the opportunity, man. And BET is real big for hip hop and things like that, especially over time. So I'm grateful for that opportunity, dude.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. What's your mom's name, or what was kind of her rap name that she went by?
Man, she went by the name of Empress back in the day.
Okay.
Empress. She had probably, I would say, like 3 songs in her repertoire. So if you look her up, you'll find them. But she sacrificed her whole career because she was like, man, the things that I've done and the things that I've learned, I feel like I learned so that I can support you the way I was never really supported. So she really sacrificed and gave her whole career up, man, just to kind of stand behind me and support me in what I'm doing. So I'm super grateful for her, man.
Man, glory to God. That's a true parent willing to put their desires, aside and put it into their kid when they see what they have. So man, shout out to moms, and everybody go check that out. Empress, go check out the songs. And once again, we're talking to Cellus Hamilton. You can go to his website, cellushamilton.com. Cellus Hamilton on all avenues of social media. That's CELLUS Hamilton. So doing my research on you, I seen you went to Howard, So HBCU
Yep.
in the house. I went to Morehouse, and I know you live in ATL, so we got a connection.
Yeah, man. What's crazy is my senior year of high school, I took classes at Morehouse. I was still trying to figure out where I was going to go to college and everything. So, yeah, man, shout out to Morehouse, man. Shout out to HBCUs. I went to Howard. You already know it's all love, man. So
Definitely. And Howard, that was on my list. I had a cousin that went to Howard, so I was like, man, I want to try to go there. She was there. She would have been a senior. I would have been a freshman. But that was one of the schools on my list. They didn't even let me know until like a week before I got the letter from Morehouse, and I was like, I'm already going to Morehouse. So, but it was a little slow, slow in the response, but it's all good. I got a love for Howard as well.
Word.
So what's the key message in your music? I listen to a lot of songs. You just have a dope delivery. You know, some people, it sounds choppy. Some people, what they're trying to say, it doesn't really get across. But I love what you do. I love the songs that you've put out. But what's the key message that you're trying to deliver in your music?
Yeah, man. So with me, man, I've always been a dude who I feel like I've always straddled the fence between two worlds. Like, I've been a dude who's really, I don't shy from my background. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was the dude who grew up with both parents in the crib. Like, I was the dude who grew up with a father telling him, like, you better not smoke nut. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
right.
I feel like me having that background, but at the same time, like, being the pivotal family in my household, in my family, where I had cousins who really looked at my household where they was like, yo, like, you blessed because you don't have to, you know, have our same struggles and lifestyle. Like, you got both parents, you got people, you know what I'm saying, telling you the importance of school. So it was like in the summer times with me visiting my family here in Chicago and like running around the streets with my cousins, it was like I feel like I was the bridge between two worlds. And I feel like in that way, you know, the Lord has gifted me with a language where I can relate to people on both sides authentically without trying to be anything extra than myself. So I feel like my message, man, is the straight gospel, letting people know about Christ, but at the same time, like, just being real and not trying to be extra, man. Like, just giving people bars, because I grew up off of hip-hop. I grew up in ciphers and rapping with people just where it was about your flow and it was about your skill. It wasn't about how turned up you could be or what you dressing like, you know what I'm saying? Even though I still try to incorporate all that, but I keep the message, man, to focus on Christ, but at the same time, like, authentically reaching, I feel like the people that I've reached my whole life. So
yeah, definitely. And I think that's the key. To me, that's the key to hip-hop, period. Are you being real about the music? Are you being real about where you've come from? But also, are you being real about delivering a message to people that are going to be listening that's going to uplift them? Not the same old music that we seem to hear right now, which is about either selling drugs, you're either abusing women, you're either doing things that it doesn't lift up the community, it doesn't lift up people at all. So that's why I appreciate artists like yourself and a lot of artists that I've had on where they are real, and you can be real, but the message is going to help you, or the message is going to be where you are, but it's going to help, you know, propel you to what your future can be. And I think that's what we really, I think, need to understand, the people that listen to music at all, or people that make music, for sure.
Definitely agree with that.
So
definitely, man.
The latest album, We Are and We Shall, hashtag album of the year, which is now available, everybody, on all avenues where you can buy music. What was the motivation on that project? And tell us about the hashtag album of the year, because that was, when I seen that on Rapzilla, I was like, man, I need to get this album. Not because the photo was dope, the album of the year. I think when people immediately seen it, it really had them thinking, like, I need to hear this because it must be good.
Right. Yeah, man. So I'm a visionary. So I at night not every night, but most nights I have dreams about